We are back with our Survivor 42 rankings. We're down to the final six. Aspen, how you feeling about this last episode? I'll get to the twist in a while because I have a rant for the twist. The same rant as last season. But how you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'm kind of not, especially after my girl Drea went home. I kind of was like, not that impressed, not that interested, not that excited. It kind of was like when we realized Shan or Ricard wasn't going to win last season. And so now I'm just like, I don't really. I mean, obviously Jonathan's not winning, so I mean, I have no hope left here in this one. So
I don't know if any of us are going to win the draft. Either Mike's going to win, nobody has him, or Boo Boo's going to win in the comments with Marianne. Because I don't think any of our teams. I mean, Omar's doing good. We'll get to Omar in a while, I guess. But I don't think he's going to win. He's Ricard. Omar is Ricard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So we had the do or die twist again, which I think is so stupid, and I still think it's terrible television. Like they think this is let's make a deal, a game show on in daytime, and I don't know. I hate it. I think it doesn't add anything. It takes away from the game, I think. And Mike is now joining us. Hello.
Yo.
We were just talking about do or die. I was going on my I guess my seasonal rant about the do or die twist and how much I hate it and how much it sucks. But how do you feel about do or die?
You're the biggest proponent of that. I don't know what you're talking about. You love it so much you're gonna put it in your next season of Online Survival, right?
I know, right?
No.
It's bad. I agree. It's a terrible twist because best case scenario we see what we see tonight. But worst case scenario, it's just like a terrible, boring episode, kind of like the Hourglass episode, which it kind of still ends up being. So, I'm just not a fan of the twist, and I don't really know if I ever can be.
Me either. I hope it goes away. I would hope that the do or die twist goes away. Because, like, what's the other side of this is even worse. If somebody gets the do or die twist and goes home from this twist, nobody wants to see that.
No, that's lame. And you know what? Honestly, I kind of would have rather seen it than them send Drea home. Like I would have rather them just sent Lindsay home because Lindsay is not doing shit compared to what Drea has been doing and how hard she playing. So like, I mean, in that one instance, I wish Lindsay would have went home, but I don't know. I just feel like it's lame. Like Jeff, Survivor, producers, we already know that y'all just pick whatever box y'all want it to be and be like, hey, pick the box on the left, Lindsay. It's the skull. Or like, I don't know. I just it's corny to me, bro. Like we already know how it's gonna turn out every time. Y'all not gonna sporadically make some random person that dropped out of the challenge last just go home and not have a vote. We're not gonna do it. That's just real.
Have any of these twists the last two seasons really been hits? Honestly, I think there's been more bad twists than anything good.
I agree.
Hard agree.
Any final thoughts on Drea's elimination?
It was hard. It was hard to see the girl go. I guess it's Mike's girl technically, but
nope.
No,
My team's been done for a while.
Yeah. Mike has nobody. Mike's had nobody for about
since Roxroy bit the dust.
True. Wait, who got Drea? Fanga?
Fanga, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did get. Where Fanga at?
Playing poker somewhere.
Poker.
Oh, okay. I wanted to roast him for this.
I really feel like we saw more personality from Drea in her 5 minutes after she got voted out than and you cannot tell me that she's not a funny, engaging person a lot of the time. So editors, where was it?
They gave her such a weird edit, such an awkward edit.
I feel like they didn't want to give her screen time, but they had to because she had advantages. And it's so sad because you can't tell me she's not funny.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That was definitely her best moment. Was her final 2 minutes in the game was her most entertaining moment. But yeah, I saw this coming for a while now. Ever since she kind of threw Romeo under the bus, Her eye on the board was just never there for me this entire game.
That's just a questionable move, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess unless you're really desperate to be in the majority alliance, so you have to throw the person at the bottom that far under the bus.
God.
Boo! You don't always need to be in the majority, people. Learn your like. Just please, you do not always have to be in the majority. It's okay to be in the minority. Look how it's working out for Marianne and Romeo right now.
Yeah, they're still there.
Look at historically, look at the winners of our series. Was Aspen controlling every vote? No, she literally got voted out. Was Alex ever really in a strong majority? No, he wasn't. And that's just Survivor. I mean, line battle. Was I in elimination almost every week? Yeah, you better believe I was. So just people need to get rid of that whole feeling that they just need to always be in on everything that's happening.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree as well. All right, let's start these final 6 rankings. Still at the bottom for us is Jonathan coming in at number 6.
Oh, where'd you put him, Aspen?
We all put him in last place. Aspen put Jonathan in last place.
Yeah, he deserved it. I can't deny it no more. I can't stand up for him. It's very evident, and God, I feel so bad to even be able to say that I was even on his train at first, but he crazy. He's a nutcase if he thinks he gonna win. He just too like. I didn't like how he was acting to Drea about, the whole helping with fishing or something, whatever they was doing. I just didn't like how he handled that. Because you hangry, bro, eat more. Stop sitting over here complaining and just eat more. Like Romeo over there, Romeo just been tearing up.
But he doesn't want to eat more because he wants to be strong and not have a target. I don't want to eat, so I don't have a target.
He sure has a victim complex, doesn't he?
Kind of. I ain't even gonna lie, kind of.
Yeah, I don't think he went up any points in this in the eye of the new juror, Andrea's eye, for this game if Jonathan makes the end.
Well, she literally was like, dude, you were never on my radar and you wouldn't stop coming for me. Like, bruh. That is, let me tell you, such a frustrating feeling when you genuinely don't want to target someone for a while, but for some reason they just have it out for you. Because I think most of us have experienced that before, and if you played multiple of these games. Like, there will just be people who don't like you or want you out, and you're like, dude, you don't scare me, or I don't want you out, or there's bigger threats, or I actually like you. Less rare than the other ones, but for reasons.
Yeah, I still think Jonathan has the least shot of winning, even if he makes the end. So
yeah,
that's why he's still my last place.
Even if he come out, which he could, but he ain't gonna win.
Agreed. All right, up next in our rankings is Romeo. Our bottom 3 are basically the same. Spoiler alert, but any new thoughts on Romeo?
Nope. He just eating up all the rice and enjoying being out there and not having to do nothing, which I'm wondering how long. It's funny because if you at the very beginning not trying to do nothing, you would have been got picked off. It just depends on when you choose to not do stuff around camp. Because they well, Romeo, he'll be doing nothing. But still, let's look at Jonathan, Lindsay. Let's look at everybody else as a target instead of Romeo, who ain't doing nothing. So, no.
Yep.
Bro, he's literally voted incorrectly again. He is so out of it. It's not even funny.
Wait, who he vote for?
Mike. He's the only other one who voted Mike. He's wrong every time. He can be wrong.
I mean, there's something about that I like, though. Just doing your own thing every vote, even if you're on the wrong side of the vote. I don't hate it. Is he gonna get him to win?
And I've been a big proponent of it, but you need to have a very good reason for doing it, and you need to but you can't tell me he was still that he hasn't just been left out of votes. Like you can't tell me.
Yeah, he has.
No, he has. Definitely has.
Do you think he has any shot at winning at this point?
Oh
No.
nope.
No.
There's no one. I don't think he beats anyone in this final XYZ configuration that we're looking at.
Absolutely not. We might as well just move on from talking about him.
I still think he has a shot at beating Jonathan, but it's a final three, so it needs to be somebody else, and he's not going to win because of that.
Right.
All right, number 4 is Mike.
It's looking a lot like my ranking.
I know. I'm like, didn't I rank these people the exact same way? I don't know. Mike, I want to have faith in him, but like, he getting too power hungry. I like how he felt like he pulled off taking out my boy High, which R.I.P. High. He was the honestly biggest hope that I had on my team left, and now it's just me and fucking Jonathan, which I'm not happy about. But Mike, actually, like he planned too hard. Which he wasn't even really responsible for taking out High. He getting a big head over that for nothing. But I mean, it's gonna catch up with him. I mean, we already seen it's about to.
Yeah, me and Mike last week talked about how he said he's not High's puppet, but then he was Omar's puppet, and that's why he got out High. So yeah, it was definitely not him. It was Omar.
Right. It was Omar's move. Call it like it is.
I mean, Drea tells Mike this week, if you make the end, I think you win. And that's just, it's not something you want to hear at the final 6, in my humble opinion.
Oh no, that's the kiss of death, bro. Come on.
It is. He even calls it correctly at that time as the kiss of death. So it's just bad times to be Mike for that reason. And I still don't think he beats anyone except a Romeo, Jonathan, him final tribal.
Yes, this right here needs to be his final 3.
I don't think he beats Lindsay. I don't think he beats Marianne, and I don't think he beats Omar. But if he can make it with these two, I think that's his path to winning. And I don't think it's improbable. But
I think Jonathan Mike could pull it out over Mike and Romeo.
No, Mike wins that. I don't think Jonathan. Like if we get a last second final 2, I think Romeo beats Jonathan. I think Jonathan is so dead in the water. He thinks that he is liked and that everyone thinks he's a threat. And all we see about other people are like just going, he's so annoying. And I'm not really scared of him except his challenges. Like, that's not what you want to be hearing.
No.
That's fair. Yeah, you're right. All right, well. Anyway, Mike is honestly, he impressed me by how long his old ass stayed out there. So props to him.
Yeah, fan guy called first boot on him, and look at him now.
I know.
Right.
You don't think Drea was actually being honest? She was just trying to throw Mike under the bus.
No, I think Drea actually thinks he's getting a lot of respect from the jury, but I think after she sits on the game for a while, is going to realize that Mike is playing I'll put it nicely, naive game.
Yeah, he has some delusions of grandeur. All right, number 3 is Lindsay.
Yeah, this is literally going to be on my list, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, she had a good week. The do or die is a stupid twist, but I give her props for stepping up to the plate against Jonathan. Like, I give you props.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like her challenge ability is like her only positive in this game, honestly.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like with the way the edit's going, I feel like one of the 2 women left are actually going to win despite the lack of editing for them.
Same.
And Lindsay would be even worse winner than Erica.
I agree. Because what has Lindsay done this time? Like name me one single move. One. I mean, I guess she probably gonna single-handedly try to take Jonathan out herself. So that would be her move if she did that. But
I mean, what we saw happen this episode was like her idea, right? Am I wrong on that? Like her whole plan was to give to save Mike's idol for her and Omar.
Yeah, she did tell
Which
Omar
we saw the idea come from her, but the question becomes: is she going to get the credit for it?
that. True. You're not wrong about that.
Because guys, I don't know if you know this, but she's a woman, and women on Survivor, they don't tend to get credit, even when their moves are genuinely theirs.
Yep.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, as the only woman in here right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. I guess that was her one move so far. But the rest of the season, I still just feel like she continues to be She's a follower. Even this episode, that's her move. But she still her move just continues to make her a follower of the guys, basically. So I guess I don't have a lot of respect for her game, even though I feel like because of the edit, she has a good shot if she makes the end like, with this jury against some of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Sad but true.
I think she's... I don't know. I think she's playing a way better game than the edit's giving her credit for. Not that the edit's giving her a lot of credit. I could definitely see her playing the Erica role of the season. But my list right now is my list of... well, it's very close to my list of who I think is most likely to actually win the game. Maybe flip 1 and 2. Just because depending on who ends up where here. So...
yeah, that's mine too. And I think I'm the reason we have a new number 1 because I tanked Omar a tad bit. So Omar comes in at number 2.
Oh.
okay.
He's my guy, but getting rid of High in hindsight to now get rid of Drea for Omar, it just doesn't feel like the right move for him. Because, like, he has no path now other than Lindsay and Jonathan. And he got called out by
Except
Drea.
we've seen him building bonds with literally everybody the whole season.
We have,
and he has an idol right now that if he doesn't give back, he has an idol.
Yeah, that's the one thing going for him if he hangs on to it. But how do you think Mike's going to respond to that? Mike's not going to be happy about that. Emotional Mike.
It's gonna start a war. No, Mike gonna go off on him if he keep that idol, bro. Which I would like to see, actually.
Me too. I don't know. He has a tougher path now. He really is looking more and more like Ricard. Like if he makes the end, yeah, he's the shoo-in to win. But is he going to make the end? I'm starting to doubt that. Any other thoughts on Omar?
I think this is a good list of most likely to win the game, but I still put Omar 1 and Marianne 2, just because I think Omar is playing like a better game, but I think Marianne's more likely to win. So I would rather be more likely to win and be playing a worse game because Omar is like clearly Marianne's shield, and we just keep seeing that Marianne's very aware of her position in the game. And like, so maybe she is. I mean, I guess it depends what you decide is a better game. Like if they held a vote right now, I think Omar wins, but that's not how the game of Survivor works. So usually the person in third or second best place at this part of the game is the biggest threat to win.
Do you think with High and Drea gone, though, that Omar's like possibly going to quickly become one of the bigger threats in the game?
Oh, absolutely. Especially after Drea just outed him. Like, I told him my secret, y'all, and he told everybody. Bye.
I mean, it could point to him that he has all these connections that nobody else is getting through their skulls.
Yeah. I mean, he to me, Omar is the definition of when you look in the dictionary and look up the Urban Dictionary, that is, fumble the bag. Omar is definitely fumbling the bag.
I sadly agree because he's my last hope, but I don't know. He's getting a strong edit, but it's honestly very similar to Regard.
Yeah, I think we've been given too many breadcrumbs that like show Marianne is like way aware of her game, and like she's like, I'm using my emotions to manipulate people, and I know I'm on the bottom. And in the preview, we say I'm not a goat to be herded. Like I know that's a preview, but it is a line she's saying in some context.
Yeah.
So it's not as stupid in my opinion of a mislead probably as like we need to get out Mike when like they showed us Daniel saying that and it was I think him referring to someone in the second person.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will get to Marianne, our newest number one.
Is this the first time she's been number one this whole season?
Team Boo Boo, number one.
Yes,
Shout out to
Team
Boo
Boo Boo.
Big ups to Boo Boo coming in clutch. You.
Boo Boo's gonna be on the podcast next season, guys.
Got to. If Boo Boo
Marianne does,
Marianne, got to.
Yeah, if Marianne does win, which I think is starting to be a big possibility, then I'm telling you, she better be at this finale podcast, Mike.
The finale, yeah, she'll come on, I'm sure.
Just at least gloat about winning the draft.
Right.
True. And picking the right one, picking Marianne over Mike, like that's a big deal.
Yes, true.
Yeah, good job, Marianne. She is doing immaculate. I mean, she is very aware of her position. Marianne, on the other hand, in the Urban Dictionary, is the definition of know your place, play your role. Matter of fact, this is my word for Marianne. She understands the assignment. That's a motherfucker who understood the assignment. She know what she came out there to do, and I respect it. I respect it so much that she is just riding the middle, playing that little middle role. I know it so well. I love it. I see it working for her, and I'm elated for her as personally, especially as a Black female, from Black female to Black female. Marianne doing her thing out there. She ain't letting them run over her. She still, like we didn't talk about this, but and maybe this was because the last two episodes running together for me because I watched them at the same time back to back today. But she then turned around and found another idol. Like,
yep.
Okay, Marianne played her idol. And the next day when it found that thing again, I'm like, wow, okay. And after Lindsay was out there being like, oh, I can't find nothing but trees and coconuts. Like,
and so far, not telling anyone about the damn idol. Like, we forgot to mention about Drea telling about her advantage again.
That's what fucked her. That's what
I've been saying this for 2 years on this goddamn channel with our games. Don't talk about your fucking advantages. I mean, unless it's an extra vote, then okay. But mostly everything else, no. It's going to just backfire on you because everybody talks too much.
Yep. And everybody feel entitled. Everybody feel jealous. So, I mean, it was only a matter of time. She's like, I trust Omar. I'm like, crucial mistake, girl. That was your radar not being right for you. You need to redo your trust radar because it gave you a bad reading right there with trusting him, with telling him that. I knew he instantly was going to go back and tell Mike.
Yeah, because Omar likes to overplay a little bit.
Omar the overplayer.
Any final thoughts on Marianne?
I think she's in the best position to win this game.
Right now.
It looks like next episode is going to be a big episode for her from the preview. Let's just see if she can keep up the greatness we've seen so far.
If she successfully uses Romeo from the bottom to make some move on against the top players, that's huge. And it's something Drea fumbled with Romeo. So I think that would be great if she pulls it off.
Oh, yeah. I kind of am rooting for Marianne. I mean, she the only Black woman left, and she the only woman because Lindsay, I don't know, she's part like beast with how she just be beasting these competitions. Honestly, shout out to Lindsay because she is a fire competition beast. I would have never went up against Jonathan in that last one, but I mean, shout out to her for doing it. And how Marianne was encouraging of Lindsay, like, don't you be she just playing. She understands. She understand her role, and she getting it now. Instead of feeling like, oh my God, I'm being weird and bullied and picked on, and how Survivor tried to make it seem like she was being a victim. Now she's using it to her advantage, and I appreciate that. I see it. I recognize it. Recognize real. Shout out to you, Marianne, because I know you probably watching this.
Marianne did need to like give Lindsay props because all Jeff does is give fucking Jonathan props. Dig deep, Jonathan.
Right.
Right.
Oh God.
With there being so many, idols now, there's 3 idols, and you still have the shot in the dark. Do you think if Omar doesn't give the idol back, do you think Mike or Romeo could get advantaged Armageddon or whatever it's fucking called?
Oh my God, can you imagine how stupid that would be?
Mm.
It would be a lot.
It would be way too much.
I think they just doing a shot in the dark just to add an aspect. I don't think they really gonna give it to nobody realistically. I don't think the producers gonna let nobody use it.
Any final thoughts on the episode or the ranking?
No, I'm kind of. I mean, if Marianne don't win this season or Jonathan, it would be a disgrace.
Or Jonathan, you just had to slip that in there.
I had to. I'm going. I mean, he my last hope, but first, for the sake of Survivor and for them, like keeping me watching, keeping me interested in next season, they better pull out some stops. Is all I gotta say. They better impress me.
I mean, Omar's playing a great game. If Omar wins,
he's
played the best
but
game.
I doubt he'll win. I just don't see it.
Me either. But yeah, I just hope Survivor gets rid of basically all these twists next season.
Yeah, cut it.
I don't like them.
Everybody done came home. Everybody seen these episodes. We already know what's going on. So don't keep doing that shit. Switch it up.
All right. Well, until next week, 2 episodes left.
Wow.